Coming up, bridge, fuselage, engine, and essentially the entire ship redesigned. Welcome back to Space Engineers. Jake.
Hello.
We've got problems.
Yes, I heard.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Well, first of all, I believe Sociopath is saying that we can't really fit much here. Apart from,
yeah.
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 I was going to extend it out here. Sociopath said that's probably not going to do much. I still think we can get a nuclear reactor in there, but again, if you're changing the bridge design, then the nuclear reactor can go up there, right? That's what you're saying.
Here's the thing: we don't need the reactor to be accessible. We only need a small reactor or something that provides power, so that we can get power to the conveyors, and then we can use the conveyors to get to the reactor.
Well, that's what we're saying.
We can fit a battery or two in wherever.
Yeah. But if we have if we have a small reactor on the exterior of the ship, we can just dump like one uranium in there and it will power the ship up in case we're completely out of fuel.
That's a good point.
But that's a relatively, small thing that we can add later. Right. So we're currently working on the casing for the jump drive, right?
Yeah. My redesign's almost done, but it looks like at this point the redesign wasn't much use.
Okay.
Because the design... Oh, thank you.
What was that?
Someone dropped a steel... what do you call those things?
Framework.
The block on one of my conveyor tubes.
It wasn't me.
Ah.
Right. So...
What I think, Jake, is we literally need what I have done now without those silly extensions.
Yes.
Steel plates.
From here we can connect the cockpit, and either we go expand the cockpit or use whatever space we have under there now.
Yeah. Why is there a massive steel casing underneath the ship?
Where's that?
There's a steel casing underneath the
Just
ship.
in case it all collapsed, I've put that there.
But do you not have faith?
No.
In my landing gear system?
No, it's just in case someone presses a button and accidentally switches off the landing gears.
Also, he wanted to remove the landing gears.
And yeah, remember, I thought the landing gear was also coming down at first.
Ah, yes, okay.
So I've just left that there.
I remember what I was doing before I was rudely booted from the server. I was disconnecting some things.
You were disconnecting things and the server disconnected you.
Yeah, except I didn't actually try to do anything at that point. We'll see.
In Russia, you not disconnect server disconnect you.
Yes. Do you want to save very quickly?
I just saved a couple of moments ago, but sure.
Right, okay. Brace yourselves. Actually.
Oh no.
Let's measure twice, cut once. Okay, I think I've measured twice. Let's go.
Oh no.
It's holding.
Excellent.
Right.
So now you should be able to go up.
Yeah, so
Lost it.
two things. First of all, we should now be able to increase the height of the bridge section, and second of all, I can get rid of the ugly catwalk on the top. I mean, the catwalk is in the way of the launch avenue.
It's a fairly ugly catwalk.
It's an ugly catwalk.
Blame Hayes.
Was it Hayes though?
Yes, it was.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure it wasn't you?
No, it wasn't me that put the catwalk up.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because I think blame Hayes is just a meme.
No, I know this, and the reason I know it wasn't me is because when he put it up, he said safety first.
Ah, okay. Like, that excuses everything. I don't know. Right, I'm gonna...
thruster. Hydrogen thruster, not atmospheric thruster, you muppet. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. Don't mind me.
Oh yeah, there's a ridiculous amount of people who take the piss out of my accent at work.
Why?
Because I do not speak with a local accent.
Ah, yes, that is true.
I enunciate.
Yes, that's true.
I believe it's the same way you work, right?
Yeah, exactly the same.
Sir, why are you so posh?
Yes, because we speak English just with a slight, yeah. Well, I say where I work. That's where I worked until, yeah. But yeah, that happened.
So at that point, I started giving out commands, and people asked me, "Why are you giving me these commands?" And so I just went, "It is for the glory of the British Empire."
Wow, you're
That's
really
funny.
taking this a Brexit thing to heart, aren't you?
No, I was being classically British, which is also known as Victorian British.
Indeed.
Speaking of which, we are saying this on Brexit Day.
Yes.
technically.
We're recording this on the day of Brexit.
The day of Brexit.
Well, that was yesterday, but
Brexit Eve was yesterday.
Yes.
Today is Brexit Day. And we're gonna not talk about anything political.
nope. Even I mean, this will.
even though we are natives and so therefore should know a thing or two about it.
Indeed. Plus, I mean, you know, we're not going to get in any trouble whatsoever, are we, about the fact that when this comes out in 2 weeks, everyone's going to look at it and go, no.
Yes. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Not having a hung parliament means that things are actually happening.
That is one very good point. At least that's.
But the political discourse is all gone. That was the reason why I started watching Brexit season whatever in the first place.
I was going to say, Brexit, still a better love story than Twilight.
It's more compelling than Game of Thrones.
This week on Brexit.
And it isn't even R-rated. I mean, sorry, we don't use that, 18.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, you might want to be 18 to understand what's going on, but...
Well, let's be honest, even they didn't understand what was going on for the most part.
It's, hang on, I'm about to get political here.
Brace
Let's get
yourselves,
political.
the political
Let's get
memes
political.
are coming.
And I'm going to be accused of being anti-democratic.
Oh no.
But it's the politicians that are elected fear the populace and want to be re-elected, right?
Yes.
The House of Lords is made up of non-elected officials, well, selected by the Queen, and through some other processes, but the Queen ultimately decides.
Yes.
And doesn't have to be scared of the electorate, and they don't have to worry about not being elected again. They just have to show up.
That's also, yeah.
Because if they don't show up, they get kicked out.
Hmm.
And yeah, we do pay out of our taxes for them to have more money than we'll earn passively ever. But at the same time, we do the same for politicians.
It's also all very true. I mean,
And at the same time, I think this country would be run much better if there were people not worried about being re-elected and more concerned about the nation as a whole.
I completely agree. I mean, I think that the fact that people want to, if someone is, there was a quote that I once saw. It was people who are in power should never actually want to be in power.
Correct.
Because if you want to be in power, then you're in it for yourself.
Yes. And if you're in power but you don't want to be in power specifically, it's because you've got another reason to be there.
Yeah, which is help.
Usually benevolent.
Yeah, it's normally, yeah. And I think that's the problem, is that people are in power who, well, just want to stay there, and therefore that makes it greedy. And
Okay.
so, let's end politics moment.
Let's raise the bridge, Jake.
Let's raise the bridge.
Yeah. I think we want to
Alrighty
have
then.
That's a new one.
We
Hoist the
won't
flag,
have-
raise the bridge.
I don't think I named the piston, so I'm going to check to see if piston 5 is the one that we're using today.
You are using piston. I don't know.
Uh,
Jacob.
Piston Jacobine. Are you renaming
Piston
it?
5.
Piston 5, cool. Did you rename it? No, you didn't. Okay, good.
No, I didn't. I told you piston 5.
Excellent, right.
Construction
on
bonus.
off.
Also choose motors.
Toggle reverse, cool, right. Moving up.
Yeah.
Oh, that shaking is gonna make Gadget have a heart attack.
I'm not looking. I'm not looking.
You can stop.
I looked.
Well, no,
I looked.
I'm gonna move it up so that we can start working on it. So we can gut it, we can extend it as much as we want, and then we can put it back down. So I only have to do this once.
Okay.
That's the maximum extension we'll get, by the way.
Yeah. But that's
Still playing.
we're still not out of the silo.
Nope.
We still have luck.
We'll have to appeal to the European Court to get an extension.
Oh.
What? I didn't know.
De-Brexitized.
Well, is that a new thing that only applies to British channels now?
Yes.
You get de-Brexitized, which means you get, I don't know.
What you get? You get a British flag. You get a British flag and crumpet stuff in your face.
I don't want to compare it to fascists because that would be wrong.
And yet, the comparison thought has actually come into your mind.
Except the comparison thought was, I'm going to get taken to, I'm going to get taken back to just over the channel and then summarily shot by the new order. But no, I don't actually believe that the current government are fascists. I believe they're in it for themselves. And
Yeah, there's a difference.
yeah, what was that? That was purple. That was purple. What was it?
Ignore.
What?
What? A Thor?
Ignore.
Oh, I thought you said a
Ignore.
Thor. I'm like, of Asgard.
Oh wait, that's why it was, because it was the wrong refinery.
Right. So I'd like to mention something here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, right. You turned the jump drive off. Okay. I thought it was just now out of power.
Oh, it's literally offline.
Right. So first things first. Of what I'm going to recommend is we tear out the interior of this lovely vessel that we've got here.
Right, inverted corner. What the heck?
I would do that easier and at least build some storage where we can store it downstairs. Don't have to bring it back to the base.
Yes. If you go through this hole, you can get to the lower end of the base.
Yeah, but even that's miles away.
Yes, it is. Okay, in which case do you want to build a cargo container? On like the bottom end of the ship. Or how about we just nick a cargo container from the top end?
No,
Probably a
I
good
was
idea.
thinking
Just don't nick one of my
literally-
cargo containers, please.
Which ones?
The ones that have actually got stuff in it.
Which ones?
There's just on my side where I'm using the nacelle down here.
Because I did it wrong here, using conveyors.
Oh boy, those gravity generator components do take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
Don't make them. I'm gonna move them one down.
Ah, well, I started already.
What the heck is that? Okay. Jake, I think I've managed to accommodate the double reversers for you.
What?
You said you wanted 2 thrusters for reverse thrust.
Did I?
Yes.
Yeah, you wanted, if we were possible.
If possible, to make 2 thrusters. I think I managed to accommodate that quite nicely.
Right, let me find where. Yeah. Ah.
So that also gives us a lot more space if we want to widen up anything. And it just makes this section smaller.
Is that supposed to be a bit taller?
No, I want to keep it that size. So,
Why that size?
why that size? Because initially all this was going to get bigger. So that was going to be for thrust limiting. For thruster burn.
Yeah, but now we're getting less thrusters for lateral movement.
Yeah, but these thrusters are pretty powerful. So,
Are you using tiered thrusters?
no, not tiered thruster, but they're still pretty powerful.
Okay.
So I'm thinking we don't even really need... So 2 would be fine, and we've got plenty for reverse. Now, the 2 for reverse is probably good, given the power of the thrusters, the whopping great thrusters. That are... Yeah. There. This design is... I've broken something on the design, though.
What thing?
I'm just trying to work out how I'm going to do the corners nicely on this.
The same way that the corners are done on the other end.
Yeah.
Which is why you have it the same height.
No, all of them are going to end... Oh, new problem.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What?
I'm going to keep saying no until you explain it.
Okay. So the new problem is that... look at the landing gear height.
Yeah, it's not high enough.
No. Oh, God.
Which is why you want your modification to only adjust the
That's all
behind the shield.
Okay. New. All right. New question.
No.
The thruster. The thruster, when it fires, does it damage blocks around it?
No.
No.
It only does it in the exhaust flame, and that exhaust flame is always 1 block wide, even for large thrusters.
Perfect. Then I know the solution. I have a solution. Goodbye, 380.
So first of all, let me rebuild the shielding section for you.
Yep. I was going to use sharper edges, by the way.
No,
But
we stick with the current design because then we don't have to mess with it.
what?
It also means that we don't have to retract the landing gear at all.
Ah,
And it means that Exia won't notice
actually that's the best part.
until he watches the video. If he watches the video.
By that time, it will be too late. That's dumb.
Sure.
No, it's not. That's clever.
Uh,
Question:
Fine, dumb.
Do we need another? Do we need another cargo container?
We have 4 upstairs here.
Do we need another one? No, that is
We've
dumb.
got 4 upstairs.
We have 4 small ones upstairs. I don't know if we need more later.
Okay, because there may be space here to actually replace one of these conveyors with a cargo container.
We
Potentially.
can replace 16 conveyors with cargo containers because, yeah, they do the same job.
Yeah, there is that as well. What am I doing? I'm doing something. Help. Oh yeah, it's T. My brain's only firing on 3 cylinders, I think.
Isn't that normal?
Funny. Interior plate. Nope, that's not what I meant to press. Oh, really? No interior plate? Darn. Whoa! I turned around and there's a shield.
Yes. I built it. And now I need to paint it. Oh, God damn it.
Never mind about painting it right now.
Is this paint black or grey? I can't tell.
It's grey. It should be the standard grey. Oh,
Standard grey.
that's black. Oh, wait, what? Yeah, no, that's black. Nope, that's black.
No, yeah. The thing I just painted is black.
So what
That's the
colour's
grey.
that?
I don't know.
I swear the paint gun had nothing to do with this. This was all Exia.
Oh, why?
Can you just
use
right?
I'm going to find a hotkey. Give me a second.
I just fell out the ship. I climbed into the ship and fell straight back out.
Basic controls. It's not going to be under basic controls. PS card picker.
Where am I going? Where am I looking? What am I looking for? Oh, I know what I'm looking for.
Block placement.
Ow.
Energy low.
Yes, I know energy's low. Shut up. Right.
I wanna select. Not gamepad controls.
If you grab the paint gun and I think middle click with the paint gun, it copies the paint color to your to your whatever your top color is that you've selected. I think.
No.
And
it's-
Sociopath
Shift.
is disconnected again.
Yep.
it's the paint gun.
Did you use the paint gun?
Somebody is.
No, we're not using the paint gun. Oh, this looks weird now.
How's it look weird?
Look at it from this side.
Yeah. Because you've done some edits that aren't in line with the current way of doing things.
Yeah, this is annoying me. Hey, I
right.
just realised something. Spin axis.
Define spin axis.
Okay, right, if we have thrusters facing outwards on both sides, single thrusters, that will allow us to spin on our axis really quickly.
How?
Offset thruster mod. It actually works per thruster location.
But we'd need to make it so that you enable and disable using groups.
Yeah,
But we could just use gyros.
yeah, I know, but I mean, can you imagine just like spinning this at extremely high speed towards something?
I know, but the game isn't built for that.
That's also
kind
true.
of programming. Okay, so
I want to play Kerbal Space Program.
I know you do. Are you playing it on your channel?
No, I am going to again though as soon as number 2's out.
Can you throw me an invite?
Can do. Invite to lobby.
Right. I'm looking for the armored hydrogen thruster, right?
Yep, I've got it. Hold on, I can throw one in.
Large,
No,
Large
no, no,
armored.
small.
small armored.
It's just
I
hot.
can't see where it is. There's so many hydrogen.
Hydrogen thruster. It will be second row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 down.
Found it.
That's it.
Okay. So what we do?
See, this entire redesign was actually unnecessary.
It is unnecessary.
Well, it wasn't initially, but it is as soon as we decided to make the ship even longer. Apart from the double part, that's probably a worthy.
Well, okay. So here's the way that I imagined it going.
Right,
Right.
let's lift that further up. Yeah, go on.
So that's where the current thruster is placed.
Yes.
Okay. You then have another thruster placed here
Okay. But
as part of the shield. And then do some reconfiguring of the armor
could
to make it look a
do,
bit
could
better.
do, but then we've got to work out the whole conveyor junction. We're going to have an open conveyor port, so that shield's not going to be very strong.
Well, why would it be open?
Because the conveyor junction for this is underneath. That's why I put the 2 here, and I was going to.
Yeah, it's because we're working with bloody hydrogen thrusters.
Yes, yeah. That's why I asked about. That's why I asked about ion, by the way,
Yes.
because then I was going to take down all the conveyors.
Right.
Should we? All right. Here's a question: are we going to need reverse thrust on this planet? Really strong reverse thrust. Probably not.
It'd be preferable.
Okay, but right. Currently, we had 1 hydrogen thruster, and that runs at 100%, right?
Yes.
2 ion thrusters running at 40% each still give us 80% of the thrust.
Yes.
So
No.
no, that's still not. It's still going to be a problem. But yeah, it's the conveyor ports that are causing problems with the redesign. If it wasn't for those, it'd be pretty easy.
Why is it a bad thing if the conveyor ports are visible?
Oh, 1, it doesn't look great, and 2, what if something hits
This
it?
isn't a combat ship.
Yeah, but what if something hits it? The conveyor things aren't very strong, are they?
They're about the same strength as an interior wall.
And what's that compared to light armor?
I can't remember the equations that sort out how strong something is.
Yeah, that's the problem. See, also the light armor we've got has those additional armor.
What's going on?
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Don't look up. Don't look up.
I've looked up. And I'm about to run out of hydrogen, so I'm going to stay up here. What the?
I've got some hydrogen. So, what?
It's evening out, it's fine.
Okay. This is a very, very precarious situation.
Jake, we have one issue.
And that is?
We have a filled oxygen tank.
There, one there.
Oh no, not oxygen.
Jake's worst nightmare.
I think that might have been just a tad
Too
too little
sarcastic?
sarcasm.
Yeah, just a smidge.
Shall I just blow it up?
Yeah, just kill it. Right.
Alright, yeah. Alright.
Hey everybody, if I told you we were out of iron, would you believe me?
Ugh.
I said that before.
I'm going to deconstruct some steel so that we get some hydrogen.
Oh, we've got 14,000 construction components for some reason.
Yes. That sounded important.
What was that?
That was
Nothing.
nothing. Just as we like it.
I'm coming up to investigate. I was
Don't
half
worry.
expecting to come up to investigate and just, huh?
See nothing.
What happened?
Nothing.
Right, yeah, so that's why we've got... Is that a remote control on fire?
Oh no, don't do that, don't do that.
Do I want to know what happened?
Ooh, I nearly died, my god. I forgot I didn't have hydrogen.
Do you want me to fill up a tank? Because I don't know if we've got tanks.
I'm filling up a tank at the moment. I built 4 more so that they could all fill up passively. Hang on, no, we've got a hydrogen tank on the base and it's been filling up, hasn't it?
It's only got 50%.
Ah, 50% is fine. No, as in we've got hydrogen tanks on the base.
Oh, yes. But I think those were completely drained, weren't they? And popped into the ship.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why we're having problems with filling our tanks at the moment.
But it's not connected to the base anymore.
Yeah,
So
but we've
therefore
got yeah.
It should be fine, but it's not.
No.
Hang on.
Okay.
Hydrogen tanks. It's because... what is it? Auto refill bottles.
So about that going to space thing.
No. What?
Yeah.
What going to space thing?
Yeah, the thing
I
that.
thought we were just sitting here.
Well, I think that's what we're doing now. Yes. Right, I need to take you
Right.
down.
So Gadget,
Yes.
you're just going to turn it back to what it was, right?
No.
You're going to
But-
turn it back to what it was, and then change the regular hydrogen thrusters for the armored ones.
Partly, yeah, with some small other adjustments, but yeah, essentially it's going back to what it was because the plan changed.
Yes.
But that's all right. Exia will never know.
Exia will never know. We shall
Okay,
take
this is the open ship. Oh, you wanna grind everything down there?
Well, I want to grind out this layer because we're having that layer run next to a jump drive.
There and there. That's pretty good. Do I have steel plates on me? Please tell me I have steel plates. I do not. Why would I have steel plates on
You
me?
can see where I dropped. I recommend that.
Yeah.
Some steel plates. Go.
Oh, did I put in a wrong coding then? Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah.
Got it. Well, technically it's the same. They're all connected, right? Via
Yeah, they're
conveyors.
all connected, so we can connect.
Right.
Do
Okay.
you want
I'm gonna need some steel first, and then.
So are we gonna widen it, or are we gonna keep it this size?
I'm thinking.
We blow it up. Yeah, that I agree with.
Yeah, defo.
Come again?
Nothing.
You heard everything that you didn't want to hear.
Indeed.
Right, so if we do this... Just give me a second. I'm going to do a bit of reworking.
Okay, this is just... Right, this is getting a bit silly now. Oh,
That's not
this
good, right?
episode's been half an hour long.
2, 3, 4. Sounds like a Colonel Failure episode to me. Yeah. Okay, hang on. So the...
Well, we are going to end this episode now, but things are still continuing.
Because I can't remember what the hell I'm doing. Right, so these
Thank you very much for watching this episode of Space Engineers. Don't forget to hit that like button if you like this video and subscribe to the channel, complete with that notification bell to see more episodes. If you want to support me on Patreon, you can do so at www.patreon.com/ecgadget. Your support would be massively appreciated, and there will be access, of course, to outtakes, bloopers for this channel, and also access to the Discord server. In addition to that, you can find me on social media at ecgadgetlp for both Twitter and Instagram. And of course, for those people who have joined me in this video, they're YouTube content creators or Twitch, you'll find their links in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time in Space Engineers.